play hockey.
Underway here for Game 10 here at the historic Coliseum in Calumet. I apologize as I was trying to finish something off here and get everything up and running here correctly. Bellinger brings it around the back of the Mosinee net. Hansen gathers it up. He's pinned off on the boards back there. Just wide of the net. Deflected away. Jornberg pushes it out. Shot back in. Here comes Jornberg through the neutral zone. Sent in. Knocked away. Off to the far side. Tossed up into the rafters here. I apologize there, folks, trying to get some things squared away here. Oh, across the front, and Dallas McGoughlin rode off into the post. Gonna take the helmet off of Carroll as he comes across. I apologize here, folks. I'm going to get everything squared away here and up and rolling here for you. I do apologize again, as I said. We're going to make her work one way or another. Once again, big thank you to Visit Keweenaw, our great presenting sponsor here for the weekend. Akers get the penalty. Of course, I put him backwards. McGoughlin sends it in. Ian Carroll gonna knock it down. Deflected up into the netting behind the goal. TJ Christensen gonna take the draw against Bellinger. Moved out, swept back in front, pushed away off into the near side corner there. It was pushed away by Dellenbeck. Moved out here to Ely. Ely moves it across. He's going to give it to McLaughlin. McLaughlin sends it in. It's intercepted there by Dellenbeck. Going to come all the way back down. Worked around the back of the net. Intercepted by Mullen. Looking for the centering pass there to Culp. Came across in front, but he was tied up. Tossed back out into the neutral zone. Dellenbeck gloves it down. Ely gathers it up in the far corner. Moves it behind the net. Give it off to McLaughlin. McLaughlin coming in with some speed back into the Mosinee zone. Pushed off the boards. Throwing up down the length of the ice. Coming back, gathering up here is Sullivan. Sullivan left it off there for Smeby. Tossed ahead by Peterson. It's going to go up and out of play. 16:09 here remaining in the first period. 19 seconds remains in the penalty kill for Mosinee. Puck's pushed out. Sent in there by Freeborn. Out to the neutral zone. It's picked up on the far side. Sent across to Freeborn by Sullivan. Swept ahead. Coming back the other way. Penalties over here for Mosinee. Off on the far side. Worked back behind the net. Sent out through the neutral zone. Coming in with some speed here. Able to beat the ice out. Moved off onto the far side here. And it's in the back of the net. Mutineers strike first. Burback puts it in the back of the net for the Mutineers. 15:30 remaining in the first period. And the Mutineers are on the board first here. Picked up by the Mutineers. Dellenbeck. Not Dellenbeck, Burbeck.
Mosinee's home team?
Marquette
I believe so.
Scored by number 18, Gavin Burbach.
Burbach
Assisted by number
with the goal.
21, Michael Peterson. Burbach
Kicked out to Hansen here. He's going to send it in, looking for a tip right out front. A beautiful opportunity there, coming across the front by Kyle Heck. Here's Hansen with it. Hansen through the slot, moved off to the far side, right out front here. Big shot there coming in from Theron Bauer. Moved out, high out onto the point there, going to be sent in from Anderson. Moved off on the far side. Hansen tries to glove it down. It's going to be over his head though. Back out, bringing it out the far side. Coming back through the neutral zone here. Moved off to Theron Bauer here. Bauer shot. He did, sent into the gut of Nagelkirk. Pinned off on the far side of the boards. Kicked out in front. Here's McGoughlin with it. McGoughlin through the neutral zone. We got some extracurricular pushing and shoving out there. Braxton Davis pushed away. I don't remember Davis being out there during the last game.
Probably drove in.
Did he just get in?
I'm thinking so. This is going to be an interesting game, Mike.
It sure is. Tied up there, able to be dug out. Turn Junior's mic up there a little bit. Junior Stebbits back up here in the booth with me.
Sad to say, huh?
We got to be careful.
Who brought that big mouth back again, huh?
Swatted back. Mosinee dumps it in around the back of the net. Freeborn back there over on the far side. Right up front here, and it's in the back of the net. That was Parker Tomczyk.
Mosinee Papermaker goal scored by number 21, Parker Tomczyk. Assisted by number 16, TJ Christensen. That's Tomczyk from Christensen. Time of the goal, 6:22.
Tomczyk from Christensen on the goal. Chasing it across the line here, Jornberg. Tossed up the boards, picked up, pushed ahead. Back into the zone, moved out into the slot. Shot there, deflected away as it was eaten up by the Marquette defense. Shot into the gut of Carroll. 12:41 here remaining in the first period. We're tied, one apiece. Mutineers able to control off the draw. Sent back down in and around the back of the net there by Ryan Ely. Centering pass right out front here. Enright able to make it over for this game as well. I know he wasn't here earlier, caught up with snow plowing and other stuff.
Yeah.
Right out front, tipped away by Mullen. Big hit there on McGoughlin. This is going to be a battle out here. Looking to get into the semifinals. Shot there, deflected up and over the net. Right out front, tried to tip it again, did Mullen. Kicked out of the zone, going to go down the length of the ice here. We're going to have a stoppage for icing. 11:42 here, remaining in the first period. Shots even, 5 apiece. Scores even, 1 apiece. 11:42 here, remaining in the first period. On the draw, it's going to be Nick Davallo for the Makers. He faced off there with Nico Bellinger. Back behind the net. Held on to by Sullivan. Ryan Sullivan sends it out. Gave it to Smeby. Moved out through the neutral zone. Now back down into the Mosinee end. Davis tries to ride him off. Puck goes up into the netting back behind the goal. 11:26 here remaining in the first period now. Once again, big thank you to Visit Keweenaw, our premier sponsor here on the weekend, bringing you this broadcast of the GLHL Tournament. Coming to you live from Calumet, Michigan. Big shot there coming in off the stick of Ryan Sullivan. Bauer able to sweep it back. Duvallo sends it in off the buffer side, and it's in the back of the net from TJ Christensen. Excuse me, that was not TJ Christensen. It was Kyle Heck. I only caught the 6 coming across there. Kyle Heck, the one who picked up the goal there. 11-12 remaining in the first period. Mosinee Papermakers up 2-1.
We'll see what the answer is here now from Marquette.
Bellinger facing off
Mosinee Papermakers goal scored by
for the Mutineers. Moved back, come across. Joe Enright touched it up as it comes in down on Carroll. Tossed back behind the net, picked up by Jornberg here. On the near side, moved across. Pass intercepted there, or I should say blocked up there, as it came through the neutral zone. Jornberg gathers it up, brings it down into the corner. This is going to be a battle out here. These teams looking to get into the semifinals. Nico Bellinger moves it across behind the net. Tossed out high through the neutral zone. Bellinger comes down, steals it away. Going to bring it around the back of the net here. Bellinger with it, turns back. Moved out high, out onto the point. Sent in from Ryan Ely. Around the back of the net. McGoughlin sent it out front. He had Smeby all right out there, waiting for it. Papermakers able to throw it out through the neutral zone here. Picked up and brought into the Mutineers' end, right into the chest there of Nagelkirk. Nagelkirk standing strong in front of the pipes. 9:47 here remaining in the first period. Mosinee up 2-1 over the Marquette Mutineers. On the draw for the Makers, Dustin Jennison. Russell Johnson with it. He tried to feed it down to Jennison. Pushed back down by McClune. Sent out, looking for the tip as it came across from the shot from Evan Anderson. Off on the far side, picked up by the Makers. Russell Johnson moves it down lower. Back out to Johnson. Tipped down low. Kicked out here. One-timer shot coming in, looking for the tip. Russell Johnson puts it in the back of the net. Makers goal, Makers goal, Makers goal. It's 3-1 here. 9:05 remaining in the first period. Mutineers on their heels. Mosinee Papermakers coming out hot. They're looking to get into that semifinal matchup against the Portage Lake Pioneers.
They just
Excuse me,
stayed with the play.
against the Fond du Lac Bears, not the Pioneers. It's going to be Calumet playing the Pioneers.
Right.
Winner of this game will take on the Fond du Lac Bears. No.
Yes. Winner of this game plays
Yes.
Fond du Lac.
Yes. Sorry, confusing myself here.
You've been up here a long time.
Yeah, I'm slap happy, that's for sure. I had to take a day off just to get myself put back into sorts when I get done with all this. Mullen
Mosinee
took it down
is
into the
just
corner.
keeping the play in the Marquette end here for several minutes now, Mike.
Freeborn down there below the goal line. Not sure what happened to him there.
I think he's tired.
I think he might have took one in the cookies.
Either that or he's just tired.
It wasn't very comfortable.
Yeah. He's struggling to get up. That's too bad. These guys play so hard and go to work Monday morning.
Freeborn back up to his feet. He's struggling to get back over to the bench. Freeborn wants a beer.
Yep, I saw that.
Oh boy, Freebs! Someone get one for Freeborn.
Yeah.
Coming back through the neutral zone here. Mullen able to get control of it for Papermakers. Dallas McGoughlin stole it away. He was stood up as he was coming in, though, by Dellenbeck. Dellenbeck moves it out to Max Culp. Max Culp, top of the circle, he sends it in just wide as it's deflected by Nagelkirk. Mullen hit right out front
Almost
as it
shoveled
came
that one
across. He almost had her there. Sent in front. Broke up there, coming across by Bellinger. Back down into the Mosinee end now. Sullivan comes across in front. Backhanded shot. Carroll able to get out in front of it. Hops up in the air. Ryan Ely tries to glove it down. Here comes McGoughlin. His shot broke up there as he came across. I believe that was Theron Bauer that broke it up. Bauer now gets control of it. Comes back into the neutral zone with it. Stops back, moves off towards the far boards. Sends it around the back of the net. Coming up the near side here. It's circled back. Moved off. Coming back into the neutral zone. It's gathered up here by Hansen. Now McGoughlin with it. Poked away from him. He swatted at it. A couple makers run into each other. Coming into the zone. McGoughlin able to get control of it. He tries to send it out. Goes off of Lamery. Going to come all the way back down. Getting on top of it is Ian Carroll. Face-off's going to be to the far side of Carroll. 6:41 here remaining in the first period. Mosinee Papermakers up 3-1 here. They're out shooting Marquette 9-6 here so far through the first period. Moved off. Sent down into the zone. Makers chase it down. Jornberg dropped it back. Pushed back ahead to Jornberg. It's kicked out to him. He pushes it back down below the goal line. Picked up there by TJ Christensen. Moved out front. Jornberg circles back through the far corner. Jornberg into the slot. Moves it across here. He tried to feed it off there to Nick Bush. Move back. Jornberg's going to gather it back in his end. Moves it across to the far side. Coming back through the zone. Moving out into the neutral zone here was... I believe that was TJ Christensen. Tipped up. Broke up there by Mosinee. Coming in. It's tipped up and over the net. Right out front! And it's deflected off just behind the net. Right out front again here. And able to get on top of it is Nagelkirk. Great opportunity out front there as it came across in front by Parker Tomchak. I had to go over here to find it. On the draw for the Makers is Jennison. Here comes McGoughlin. His shot broke up, goes up high into the netting behind the goal. 5:29 here remaining in the first period. 3-1. Given back off here to Akers. Sorry, guys, had to check in. It looked like the stuff wanted to cut out on me here. Here's Dallas McGoughlin, sends it in. Deflected just wide. Sent across. McGoughlin's pass was picked up there, coming across by Burbeck. Burbeck moves it across. He feeds it off to Sullivan. Sullivan with it now. On the far side, comes around the bottom of the circle. Right out front, and it's in the back of the net. Swept in there by Brandon Smeeby. Marquette back within one here. Excuse me.
Why? What did you do?
I burped.
Oh.
Finally drank a soda after all this coffee that I had. It's killing me.
Hang on, folks. This isn't over by a long shot.
Not by a long shot. We don't have to have the first 20 minutes in the books yet.
Yep. Lots to happen here.
Lentz draws it back
Marquette
to his defense.
goal, scored by number 9.
Move back out through the neutral zone here. Lentz with it now.
Assisted by number 13, Ryan Sullivan, and number 20,
Sent back out behind the net. Pushing it up the boards. Max Culp able to dig it out. He was on top of it there as it came out. Smeeby going to move it across out onto the far side. Back down into the Makers zone. It's kicked back up the boards here. Picked up now by Culp. That was Mullen. Mullen moves it across to Culp. Culp stops out. Right out front here, Hansen. Great opportunity there for Hansen, but just able to get the stick out was Nagelkirk. Flex it away. Down in the corner. It's worked off. Rode off into the boards there by Lentz. Off the glass, it's going to come out to Nico Bellinger. Bellinger has it poked away by Hansen. Bellinger gathers to go off of Nagelkirk. Back out through, coming back in. There's Theron Bauer. He's tied up coming across. Big shot there coming in, and it's in. Tipped in. Beautiful, beautiful tip there by Theron Bauer.
Oh, yep. That
And
was
Mosinee pulls ahead here.
Theron was right there, just a tip, and she goes.
Just a beautiful tip out front off the far post there.
That was nice.
2:15 here remaining in the first period. Mosinee up 4-2.
Sun's still up and I'm yawning.
We got a lot of hockey to go yet.
Yep.
Swept out front.
What?
Smeeby
Just laying there.
swept it in there. He's working for it.
Yep.
Swept away by Freeborn. Pushed around the back of the net. Moved out, high to the point here. Jornberg going to send it in. It's broke up there by the Mutineers. Smeeby passes it ahead here. Work down into the corner. Moved ahead, back down into the Marquette end. It was broke up there coming across by McGoughlin. Here's Joe Enright. Enright down into the Mosinee end. Stops up. He was coming through a couple guys there. His shot didn't get anywhere as he sent it into, I believe that was Jornberg there that ate up the shot. Out on the far side. Ely pushes it around, back around the back of the net again. Come on. Can't turn it down anymore. Sorry guys, trying to make sure I keep the feed up and running. It's popping off here that I had to do something to adjust the bit rate for it. Jornberg coming in offsides here with just 4 seconds remaining in the first period. I do apologize. We hope we can hold the broadcast here for you. We're running off a hotspot. Unfortunately, our hardwire connection that we had here has gone to crap on us, and we're doing what we can. That's all you can do, right? 4 seconds here remaining, and that's going to do it for the first period, as Mosinee is going to go into the first intermission with a 4-2 lead over the Marquette Mutineers here. Excuse me, can't even talk anymore. So we want to thank Visit Keweenaw, our great game day sponsor here, bringing you the broadcast here all weekend long from the Calumet Coliseum. Check them out online. Visit Keweenaw.
Papermakers.
at the Calumet Coliseum. Mosinee Papermakers, Marquette Mutineers. Mosinee holding the 4-2 lead here over the Mutineers. Swept out Hansen, gonna send it in. Deflected there by Theron Bauer. Bauer sends it out. That came in off the stick of Dellenbeck. Looking for a tip out front there as it got down in front of Nagelkirk. You all right?
Nick McGrennick sent us a shout out. Did you know that?
I did not. I don't get a chance to actually get on and look at the comments that are coming in. That was part of the reason I'd like to have somebody up actually just sitting at the stuff so that we could catch all that stuff coming in. The Vergrenicks.
Yep.
They
Green Valley, Arizona.
They spend time with us whenever we got Falcons games, watching those. Nick, a veteran of the Falcons.
Oh yes. Oh yes.
Long-time veteran of the Falcons. I was shocked, actually, when he was out there for the alumni game.
Nick Vergrenicck one time told me a story. Can you hear me?
I believe so, yes.
Told me a story that was so neat one time. He said when he got out of high school, Pete Elko was the coach of the Falcons.
Okay.
And he thought, as Nick related to me, hopefully he's listening, but he can verify this. He went and told me that when it came game time, he looked at Pete Elko, and Pete looked at Nick, and Pete Elko said to Nick, "Your spot's on the end of the bench right by me." Nick said he never forgot that. He was a rookie and everything.
Back down into the zone, shot in on a sharp angle. 18:07. Ian Carroll able to get the stop here. 4-2 lead here for Mosinee Papermakers. Yeah, well, as a veteran or as a rookie, you spend a lot of time on that bench.
Yeah.
It's.
Nicky said, I thought I was going to play right away and all this. Pete said, "Your spot's right on the end of the bench here by me."
Yeah.
I don't know if you remember Pete Elko or not. He coached.
He was around for a long time.
Oh yeah, yep. Well, player and a coach.
Mm-hmm. Nagelkirk able to close the door there for the 5-hole. 17:48 here remaining in the second period.
I grew up watching the E River Northern Airs.
Yeah, you've been around it for a long, long time, my friend.
Too long.
How long you been in the league here?
This is my 36th year with the Great Lakes Hockey
36
League.
years
Yep.
with the Great Lakes Hockey League.
Yeah.
That's amazing, Junior. That one hurt. Bellinger took the shot there. He ate that biscuit, though. He's back up. He's a tough guy, I'll tell you what, man. He's no doubt about it.
Believe it or not, I took over for Nick Vergrenicck. Nick was secretary of the league. Nick was too busy. I saw him and Denny Carter at a youth days auction on one side talking one time. What are them guys up to during the auction? Next thing I knew, I was secretary of Great Lakes Hockey League. I think Carl Magnuson was the president at the time, I believe. But enough of history.
Marquette throws it off the boards here. It's going to come out of the zone, picked up by Akers. Moved off to the far side. Here's Joey Enright. Sent in. Ian Carroll with a kick save. Tossed out. Mutineers able to keep it in the zone there. That was Ryan Sullivan that kept it in. Off on the far side.
Oh!
Big hit there on the far side by Freeborn. That one hurt.
Go to the bench. Go to the bench.
Hip check on him. Enright had to glove it down.
Like that for a long time.
Yeah, you don't see many of them anymore.
No. Yep. I think he's checking out a number right now.
Oh! Oh!
One thing leads to another here.
He was sandwiched coming in there.
Yes, he was. Sit down.
McGoughlin back up. He's one tough SOB. Davis getting ejected here. Faceoff's going to be inside the Mosinee zone, just to the near side here of Carroll. Once again, we want to thank Visit Keweenaw coming up and being our great sponsor here.
Protecting from behind and a game misconduct.
Braxton Davis given a game misconduct for checking from behind here as it comes down in front. Ian Carroll able to get it blocked up. Face-off, going to be to the left of Carroll. Max Culp on the draw with Nico Bellinger. Mutineers able to control off the draw, moved off to the far side. Sullivan sent it around the back of the net.
This guy
Back here, moved across.
This bunch I said, please go sit back down here. It's getting ugly down here. And of course, what's his nuts do with that nuts? Yeah.
Off on the far side.
Giving it to him. Yeah, I mean, after they had started it, it was like, you guys got just go back where you were. This guy here, I finally said, you want to stay in here?
Here comes Omar Mullen.
You want to stay in here or not?
Off the crossbar.
I want to say,
Going to come out. Hansen stops it up.
It was getting ugly down there.
Offsides. Mosinee comes back to tag up. Lentz lost an edge there as he was coming across, poked away by Hansen. Sent in. It's going to hop up off on the far side here. It's kicked away. Brought out of there by Dellenbach. Moved out into the center. Moved through to McAloon. Here's McAloon with it. Moved off down onto the far side. McGoughlin digs it out. Moved off on the far side. Sent back down the length of the ice here.
Okay, sent back. Having to quell a little bit of.
Here's Joey Enright. Moves it over to Freeborn. Freeborn left it off. Theron Bauer swats it back down into the Marquette end. Joe Enright stops it up behind the net. Moved off to Freeborn in front of the Mosinee bench. 14 minutes to go here in the second period. Left off there on the far side to Nico Bellinger. Bellinger moves it around the boards in the back. Swept away. Jornberg taken off his feet. He tripped up. Enright moves it down to Bellinger. Bellinger sends it in into a mass of bodies. Enright sends it in front again, just wide of the net. Jornberg going to gather it up, push it up the boards on the far side. Kept in by Freeborn. Freeborn pushes it down. Jornberg going to come back out. Poked down by Enright. Coming back out, Theron Bauer here. Knocked off his feet, picked up by Jornberg. He's got a man all over him. That's Enright on him. Pushed down into the Marquette zone. Battling for it. Nico Bellinger pushes it out. Gets it onto the stick of Ryan Sullivan. Sullivan gets it moved off to the far side. Theron Bauer picks it up there. Dumps it down in behind the Marquette goal. Back there to battle for it is number 27, Ben Hughes.
I'm just gathering my thoughts. Well, that had to be taken care of.
Oh, yeah, absolutely. You got to have somebody around in order to do that, not have them all coming down and,
You can't have an open penalty box like that and have people. Okay.
Nico Bellinger moves it across to the far side. Picked up over there by Ben Hughes. Hughes feeds it back to Bellinger on the near side here along the boards. Comes in, bottom of the hash mark. Moved off to the far side. Gofflin moves it back to Bellinger. Bellinger brings it around the outside. Coming out around into the center. Sent in by Ely, and it's in the back of the net from Ryan Sullivan. 12-12 remaining in the second period, and Marquette pulls back within one with a power play goal.
This is a major they're on, right?
Yeah, this was a break that Marquette needed to, get themselves back in this one. 56 seconds still remains in the major penalty. Puck's drawn back.
Scored by number 13, Ryan Sullivan.
Sullivan threw it across. Ely dumps it down. Sullivan picks it up again. Sent in off the boards. Picked up out here by McGoughlin. McGoughlin moves it down in. Pushed back out high. McGoughlin with it into the slot. He sends it in and puts it in the back of the net. We're tied. Mutineers goal. Mutineers goal. Mutineers goal. Mutineers goal. 4-all here at the Coliseum. Mutineers put in another power play goal. Still 27 seconds left on that major penalty.
What do you say, Mike? That's what happens on them major penalties like that. You give the other team an advantage for 5 minutes. And as good as Marquette is, they're going to score.
Yeah, oh, absolutely.
Goal scored by number 20, Dallas McLaughlin. Unassisted. McLaughlin unassisted, 8-17.
Mullen with it. Circles back, sends it across, gives it to Hansen. Hansen sends it in. It's going to be deflected up. Picked up back there by the Mutineers. Sent out. Penalties over here. And McGoughlin sent it just wide of the net.
Mosinee returns to full strength.
Comes out. Lentz tries to move it across. He was looking to feed it to Culp. Unable to catch it. Here's McGoughlin. He kicked it ahead. Jornberg moves it ahead. Picked up there by Freeborn. Jornberg had to glove it down. Freeborn stops it up. He's going to move it off to Bellinger. Throws it off the boards. Mullen gives it to Lentz. He sends it in off the glass behind the net. Culp with it. Moves it back over to Lentz. Spun around. Sent in. And Mosinee comes back ahead by one off the shot coming in from the point from Dan Dellenbach.
That went on the ice and climbed right up.
Tipped right up in front of the net, and it got into the top corner. Not sure who caught a piece of that, but man, oh man, what a game.
Yep.
Mosinee pulls ahead 5-4 here, 10:28 remaining here in the second period. Bellinger faced off there with Janison. Hansen moves it across. Poked away there, back into the Marquette end. Moved across to Freeborn. Dellenbach steals it away from Enright. Here comes Bellinger back into the Mosinee zone. Bellinger pinned off on the boards. That's Nick Bush that had him pinned off there. Oh, no, excuse me, that was Hansen. I could only see the 7. Back down at the other end, coming around the back of the Mutineers net. It's poked away there from McAloon. Hansen comes down low, follows it down below the goal line. Sending pass right out front there, came across. He had Russell Johnson. Shot there from Johnson. Deflected off into the near side corner. Picked up, throwing back out to Hansen out on the point. Marquette coming back the other way here. Sent across in front. Enright couldn't catch up with it.
Scored by number 24, Dan Dellenbach. Assisted by number 12.
Sent just wide of the net. Sent back out through the neutral zone. Going to go the length of the ice here. Icing's waved off. Comes around the far side. Back out front here. Shot wide of the net as it came off of the stick of...
Things starting to pick up again here as far as fast-paced action, Mike.
Absolutely. Mike Peterson, that was.
Mosinee doing a nice job to climb back on top of that score there.
They're working hard. Both teams out here
yeah.
working hard. Big thank you to Visit Keweenaw, our great presenting sponsor here on the weekend. Marquette pushes it down into the near side corner, picked up then by Mosinee and sent back out down into the Marquette zone. They send it back out into the neutral zone. It's swatted away. Here comes McGoughlin with it. McGoughlin sends it in front. Carroll able to knock it down. Back out through the neutral zone here. Bush throws it across. Picked up, sent back out. They got McGoughlin here coming in. Jornberg, he steps around him. He had him tied up there coming around. He couldn't get a shot off as he came in. Moved out to DeValo. Sent through to Theron Bauer. Going to come down. And Bauer is hit there as he comes across in front by Nagelkirk. You just put the arm out there. Nope, you're not going to hit me.
Yep. That's right, exactly.
That buffer, serves a purpose. Bellinger facing off there. I flipped it over. I don't have it on this sheet. It was Tomchek. Enright tries to get through to it. Ian Carroll able to get on top of it.
Nice save.
Beautiful save by Carroll. 7:25 here remaining in the second period. 5-4 lead for the Mosinee Papermakers here in the second period. Tomchek faced off with Bellinger. Out on the far side. Right out front. Bellinger puts it back in the back of the net past Carroll. We're tied 5-5 here at the historic Coliseum in Calumet, Michigan.
You know, both these teams have guys that can just do it.
Yeah, oh yeah.
Both ways, two fun teams to watch, and they can just do it. As we've witnessed in the last two goals here now. 5-5.
We have had some absolutely amazing games here this weekend.
Yep.
Holy cow.
Yes.
Joey Enright and number 9, Brandon Smeby.
Enright and Smeby getting the apples.
Time of the goal, 12:43.
Lentz tied up as he comes across. Bellinger able to grab it up. Throwing off the boards. Out high, out. Not able to keep it in there was Akers. Lentz pushes it down into the far corner.
Uh-oh. That was it.
Akers took one in the mouth.
Yeah, it was just they're just passing. It wasn't a intent on anybody's part there. He just got too close and caught a stick.
On the far side, Freeburg sends it up the boards. McGoughlin pushes it up the boards ahead. Picked up by Burback. Brought around the back of the net. Sent out to McGoughlin. Went off a culp there and up into the netting behind the goal. 6:17 here remaining in the second period. 5-5 tie here at the Coliseum.
It's going to get better.
What a game.
I'm not sure what the conference is down here by the goal.
Winner of this going to the semifinals against Fond du Lac.
Yeah.
Wow. 10 o'clock tonight.
You battle, and then you wind up winning. And then what do you get to face? Fond du Lac Bear in 2 or 3 hours.
Ouch. Ouch. It's nap time. As soon as I came off the ice, I'd be going and taking a nap. You can bet that.
No, it's been fun. It's been a fun weekend. Good hockey. Enjoyed it.
Colt goes off the ice.
Going to the bench,
Not sure what he needed.
Yeah.
Colt must have needed some attention there, or he needed to make a pit stop. Something.
Yeah.
McGoughlin going to gather it up here on the far side. Back through the neutral zone. He comes in with some speed. Hansen able to break it up as it comes in front.
Ooh. You missed it, Chuck.
Pass to Hansen. He puts it in the back of the net. Greg Hansen. What a beautiful goal there by Hansen.
Oh, my God. This is... Now it's getting crazy.
Wow.
This is getting crazy. You know, if you need a goal for Mosinee, who do you go to? You go to Greg?
You go to Greg. I mean...
Or do you go to...
McClune?
Yeah.
McClune?
Or Mullins?
Or Mullins, yep.
Mosinee Papermakers goal scored by number 17.
Must have had to go in to get a stick for the goalie here and swap that out.
Russell Johnson. That's Hansen.
And you got Johnson there, too. I mean, he is no slouch.
No, not at all.
Coming over from West Bend.
Oh, yeah. Yep. So it's back. Mosinee 6.
6-5, Mosinee up here. Puck's tossed back, Mosinee. Bringing it back through the neutral zone here into the Marquette end. That's Dellenbeck. Picked up here by Jornberg. Jornberg. Headed ahead, back down into the zone. Russell Johnson had a poke at it. Sent across. Bellinger. And Carroll's able to get in front of it.
Nice save, nice save. Sat right down on it.
Ian Carroll keeping him in the lead here. What a beautiful save. Bellinger faces off against Davallo. Marquette able to win the draw. Sent in.
I'm sorry, Mike, but people need to just sit back, watch the game, and enjoy it. Quit walking up to the boards, pounding on the glass.
Right.
If there's a penalty call, running to the penalty box and cussing and swearing. That stuff's not going to go here.
Yeah. Bellinger moved it off to Enright. Jornberg tried to keep it in. Moved down across. Theron Bauer unable to get to it as it was swept away there. Coming in. Offsides missed there. Off on the far side. Here's Bellinger. Back into the Mosinee end. Pushing it off on the far side. Pins it off on the boards. He's got two guys. He's taken off his feet back there in the corner. Here comes Theron Bauer.
These officials got to start calling it a little
Right
tighter.
out front, Bauer sends it in at Nagelkirk. Coming across. Here's Davallo. Back through the neutral zone. He dumps it down in the near side corner, goes around to the far side. Picked up over there on the far side by Ryan Sullivan. He throws it out through the neutral zone. Right down in here to Ian Carroll. He's going to toss it up. McGoughlin sends it across just in front. Over to Enright on the far side. Ian Carroll tips it off to the far side. Behind the net. Coming out from behind the net with it. It's sent back in by McGoughlin. Ian Carroll gets the stop. 3:25 here remaining in the second period. 6-5 lead here for the Mosinee Papermakers. What a game, what a weekend.
Oh, yeah. Yeah, you're right. Right on, Mike. It's just getting better and better as it goes on. And this game is not over. Far from over.
Hansen picks it up in the neutral zone. Moved off to Dellenbeck. Sent in off the stick of TJ Christensen. Tossed high in the air, out into the neutral zone. It's gloved down there by Hansen. He's going to send it in off the glass and into the far side corner. Picked up by Freeborn behind the Marquette net. He moves it out to McGoughlin up the boards. It's kicked out onto the far side. It's coming back in by Burbank. Burbank brings it around the back of the net. It's poked away from him there by Dellenbeck. Off on the far side. It's going to get deflected up into the netting behind the goal. Off the stick of Burbank. .240 here remaining in the second period. Marquette being outshot 24-22 by the Mosinee Papermakers, who hold a 1-goal advantage. Shot there. 8 up. Here's Max Culp. He's rode off into the boards. Moved out to Omar Mullen. He gives it out to Culp. Right through the 5-hole there.
Nice 3-on-2 by Mosinee. Nice work.
2:16 here remaining. It's 7-5 Mosinee.
That was very nice play. Very nice work. Marquette just got got caught a little bit on the one end, a little deep. They broke out, 3-on-2. Nice play, nice goal.
Bellinger faced off with Lentz. Omar Mullen moves it back to Nick Bush. Bush gonna dump it down into the Marquette zone. Picked up and tossed up the boards.
Number 12, Max Culp. Assisted by number 19, Omar Mullen. That's Culp from Mullen. Time of the goal, 17:44.
Here's Bellinger with it. Sent it across, Nick Bush. Feeding it back ahead to Max Culp. Culp stops up, top of the circle on the far side. One-timer there coming through. Jornberg just missed it. Pushed back behind the net, brought around the far side. Picked up, everybody missed it there. Lentz gonna send it out in front. Omar Mullen out front. Moved out. Akers sends it across in front. Picked up by Mullen, brought around the back of the net. Swept out front. Coming back the other way there. That's Mike Peterson. He dumps it in.
1 minute remaining in the second period.
On the far side, coming back into the Marquette end. It's moved off. We're going to have an icing here. 45 seconds remaining in the second period. Mosinee holding a 2-goal advantage here. Coming into the second intermission.
Fans are even getting entertaining.
Absolutely. Gotta love it when they get animated.
Yep.
But, you know. Work down the boards on the far side. Battling for it over there. It's Dustin Jennison. Enright moves it out to McGoughlin. McGoughlin steps around Hansen. His shot deflected wide. Out here in the slot. Picked up, poked away. Here comes Mosinee back the other way. Centering pass out to Bauer on the far side. Excuse me, on the near side. Coming in was Russell Johnson here. Johnson hits Enright there right out in front of the bench.
They better let these teams go off one at a time.
Whew. What a game, what a weekend.
Oh.
We want to thank Visit Keweenaw, our great presenting sponsor here for the weekend. Visit Keweenaw, check them out online. Facebook, Instagram, Twitter, all of them. Visit Keweenaw. Great sponsor helping to bring our broadcast to you here all weekend long.
Oh, very good, very good.
Want to welcome you all back into the Coliseum here for the third period of Game 10 here. Marquette Mutineers, Mosinee Papermakers. Papermakers hold a 7-5 lead here over the Mutineers. Greg Hansen with it now, brings it through the neutral zone. Sorry about that, folks. Trying to make sure I had something shut off. Theron Bauer with it. Bauer brings it back right in front of the penalty box here. He's going to dump it down in on the near side. Ely pushes it back up the boards. McGoughlin rode off on the boards there on the far side. Jornberg hits Smeeby coming across the blue line there. Moved off onto the near side. Shot just wide off the stick of Russell Johnson. McGoughlin unable to get control of it. Going to be brought back into the zone, but broke up quickly there as it comes into the zone by Burbeck. Burbeck with it now. Stood up there at the red line. Russell Johnson throws it back up the boards. Picked up. Here pushed off. Bush pushes it off. Gave it to TJ Christensen, who sent it in. Freeborn sends it out. Knocked down out of the air. Smeeby sent it back off to Burbeck. Smeeby pokes it ahead. Coming back here into the Mutineers zone. Tried to throw it across Dustin Johannesson. Here's Smeeby. He moves it ahead, giving it off there to Mike Peterson. Mike Peterson dumps it down in around the back of the net. It's going to be picked up by Freeborn here in the near side corner. He's taken off his feet in the corner. Bellinger tries to send it out, coming across. Looking for a shot coming in there. Sorry, trying to find the number. Rick Temple, number 22. Sent off the boards here. Kept in the zone there by Ryan Sullivan. Off on the far side. It's going to hit somebody up in the Mosinee bench. 17:09 here, remaining in the third period. Once again, Mosinee holding a 7-5 lead here over the Marquette Mutineers. Tom Lentz coming out to take the draw for the Papermakers. He faced off with Burbeck. Sent in there, and Ian Carroll able to stop it up. Burbeck. Max Culp trying to dig it out of the feet. Moved off to Mullen. Sent in. Mullen's shot eaten up. There as it comes across in front of Nagelkirk. Off on the far side, moved out to Hansen. Tipped down in by Mullen. Picked up by Culp. Pushed off on the boards back there as Ryan Ely had him pinned off on the boards. Mullen's stick was tied up there. McGoughlin back down into the Mosinee end. Picked away by Mullen as he comes across. Ely going to push it back to Dellenbach. Stopped up by Ian Carroll right out front. He catches it on the buffer. 16-17 here, remaining in the third period. Face-off's going to be to the right of Ian Carroll. Smeeby facing off with Kyle Heck. On the back of the net, Enright gave chase. He's going to be pushed up the far side of the boards. Here comes Theron Bauer with it. Smeeby all over him. He stops up at the top of the circle on the far side. Sent across. Kyle Heck tried to send it across in front, but it was just wide of the net. Looking for a tip there. Coming across in front was Owen Ostrom. Off on the near side. Moved out high. Looking for a tip. Bauer tried to tip it. It was wide of the net though. Sent across in front as it came across from Dellenbeck. We're going to have an icing here. 15:25 remaining in the third period. 7-5 lead here for the Mosinee Papermakers. Face-off's going to be to the right of Nagelkirk. Coming out back into the Mosinee end. Ian Carroll tried to chop at it. That didn't sound good. That stick sounded like it was ready to turn into twigs. Centering pass going to come all the way back down here on Carroll. He steps out, gathers it up above the goal line. Moved off. Nick Bush sends it out over on the far side. Coming through the pile there. Burback able to gather it up. Burback left it off there for Ben Hughes. Moved out onto the far side. It's swept back by Akers over to, Russell Johnson as it's tossed down there. Picked up by Ryan Ely.
Oh.
Tipped up off the glass here as it comes up out of the zone off of the stick of Rick Temple.
We've got an addendum to the story that I was telling about Nick Begrinnick and Pete Elko. Nick sent a text to me, says, Pete also said he didn't waste his time coaching the veterans, only the younger players. The old players didn't listen. Way to go, Nick. Love you, guy. Miss ya.
Thanks for tuning in and enjoying some hockey from up in Calumet, Nick. Out in Arizona. Enjoy that beautiful weather for us. We just got like 20 inches of snow back in Eagle River. Here's Dallas McGoughlin. Ian Carroll able to slide across in front as he had Nick Akers use as a wall as well. On the far side, Freeborn moves it back to Bellinger. Oh, hard shot coming in from Joey Enright.
Oh, did he let that go? Just a rising puck from a shot, cleared in the zone and right up the, oh boy. That
Where
hurts.
about did it catch him?
Right under the chin, I think.
Oh,
I
jeez.
think.
Oh, looks like it was in the arm. He's holding his arm there.
He's bent over. Maybe it was everywhere. Yeah, it looks like an arm. Okay. It was hard to tell. It was so fast.
Oh, yeah. It was a hell of a shot.
Oh, my God. That's going to hurt.
Yeah. Yeah.
Oh.
Face-off's going to be just to the right of Ian Carroll. Bellinger pushed it ahead. It's gathered up by Hansen. Moved off to Culp on the far side. Coming into the zone now. Here's Omar Mullen. His shot goes off of Nagelkirk. Bellinger sends it around the back of the net off to the far side where it's picked up over there and kicked out by Freeborn. Going to come back. Mosinee going to gather it up. Greg Hansen with it. Moves it around the back of the net. The invisible man just did a trip out there on Temple. Omar Mullen moves it across. Max Culp's shot broke up there by the Mutineers. On the far side, here's Dallas McGoughlin. His shot high and out of play. 12:45 here remaining in the third period. Mosinee up 7-5 here. They're out shooting the Mutineers 30-25. Faceoff's going to be to the far side of Carroll. Oh, they're going to bring it back up out of the zone.
What are we, church or what here?
Ely pushes it up the board. Smeby pushes it down in. Picked up back there by Nick Bush. Out on the far side, Theron Bauer was tied up. Going to come all the way out high, out to the point where Ben Hughes sends it in. Smeby pushes it around the back of the net. Picked up on the far side there and sent at a sharp angle at Ian Carroll. That shot came in from the far side from Michael Peters. Burback on the draw. He faced off out there with Kyle Heck. Tossed out through the neutral zone here. Theron Bauer gives chase off into the far corner. He moves it back around the back of the net. Back there to pick it up is Kyle Heck. Big hit off on the far side there. There's Johnson taking off his feet. Burback pinned off on the boards. That was the name I was trying to get out before. Didn't want to come out. Jornberg moves it off. Mosinee sends it back down into the Marquette end, but we're going to have an icing here. 11:24 remaining in the third period. 2-point advantage here for Mosinee here over Marquette. With 11:24 remaining in the third period, Marquette looking to make something happen out here. Nico Bellinger on the draw for the Mutineers. Joey Enright battling for it over there. Tipped off on the far side. Freeborn pushed it away. Coming back, gathering it up back behind the net is Sullivan. Kicked out front here. Swept away and brought out through the neutral zone here by Bellinger. Bellinger steps through. He's tripped there coming across. No call made. Bellinger winds up in the back of the net himself. Puck did not. Tripped over the leg as he stepped around a man. Trip's a trip. Is what it is.
I can't.
They just got tangled up as they were passing by each other, you know? I mean,
some of this stuff has to be called. I can't.
that's why there's 4. Bellinger takes the draw out there with Janison. Puck's pushed back behind the net. Hansen pushes it out on the far side. Picked up by Russell Johnson, moved out to Janison. He's going to leave it off there as it comes back. McLeod sends it off the bar.
Cha-ching.
Moved off into the far side. Russell Johnson threw it off into the corner over there. Johnson knocks it down. Russell Johnson rode off the puck there by Sullivan. Puck sent ahead as he moves it out to Rick Temple. Hansen stops it up behind the Mosinee net, behind Carroll. 10-10 remaining in the third period here. Moved out onto the far side. It's given off there to Trevor Holt. Marquette able to move it off on the far side. Temple feeds it ahead to Speeby. Swept away by Hansen. Coming back into the Mutineers zone here. Off to the far side. Cross an edge coming out on the far side. It's dumped down in on Nagelkirk. Here's Ryan Ely with it. Max Culp moves it across to Omar Mullen. Ely able to break it up. Here it comes across. Culp now sends it across. He had Tom Lentz coming into the slot. 9:01 here remaining in the third period. 7-5 lead for the Mosinee Papermakers. Face-offs to the far side of Nagelkirk. Lentz facing off with Bellinger. Moved up the boards, kept in by Jornberg. He tosses it up the boards, comes off the glass, kicks back out onto Mullen's stick. Looking for a centering pass. Jornberg comes down, moves it off into the corner. Mullen pushes it back. Lentz stops it up, looks for a centering pass. Poked away there as he kicks it away from Temple. Out onto the far side, thrown out into the neutral zone. Picked up, tossed ahead. Culp gives it to Mullen, who gives it right back to Culp. Culp moves it down to Mullen, to bottom of the circle. Sends it across in front. He was looking for a tip from Tom Lentz. Jornberg with it in the far corner. He moves it out to Mullen. Shot in, tipped down as it came across. The shot came in from, it came in from Bush. It was tipped there as it came across the front by Tom Lentz. Around the back of the net, Jornberg moves it out, gives it to Culp. Moved on to the near side. Bush puts it in front. Jornberg tied up there out front with Ely. Puck was still loose as we got a fast whistle there. 7:57 here remaining in the third period. 7-5 lead here for the Mosinee Papermakers. They're out shooting the Marquette Mutineers 34-26.
As soon as I say this, I think Marquette is showing signs of their gas tank getting a little empty here, but you watch, you never know. As soon as you say that, it changes and bites you. There's Dallas.
With players like Dallas, you never can count them out.
No.
Nico as well. Moved across, Theron Bauer's shot. Tipped off on the far side. We're going to have a penalty called here coming up on the Mutineers. Freeborn headed off to the sin bin.
Yeah. Kind of a bad penalty right now. That was a needless penalty that he took. It was just, put it bluntly, that was a dumb penalty. Of course, I guess they're all dumb.
Yep.
That was dumber. No offense to Chris, but that was a bad penalty, man.
Dustin Janison on the draw against Nico Bellinger. It's drawn back to Greg Hansen. Hansen with it now. Moves it off. He's going to give it over to McClune. Jason McClune leaves it off for Jornberg. Jornberg to move it across to Hansen. Hansen pushes it up the boards past McLaughlin. It's going to hop over the stick of Jornberg here. Mosinee's going to have to come back and tag up. They're going to bring it back down into the zone. Jornberg into the slot. He's going to leave it out here onto the near side to Russell Johnson. Johnson gives it right back to Jornberg. Jornberg right out front in the slot, and Mosinee puts away another one. It's 8-5. Mosinee 6:58 remaining in the third period, and Mosinee picks up a power play goal here. 8-5, they're up over the Marquette Mutineers.
Like they say, start warming up the fat lady. I think this one's over, Mike.
Well, we still got 7 minutes
I
to
know,
go. And
I know.
as I said, with you know, players like Bellinger and you know, Dallas, McLaughlin, you can't count Marquette out.
Mosinee Papermaker goal. Scored by number 15,
Here's Sullivan.
Jason McAloon. Assisted by number
Pushed it
27,
around the back of the net on the far
James
side.
Jernberg. McAloon from Jernberg. Time for the goal, 13-02.
Enright pushed it down. Shot there, deflected just wide. Enright sends it back in at the sharp angle. Going to come around the back of the net. It's picked up by Freeborn. Tossed out, picked up there on the near side. Coming back out into the Marquette zone. That's Trevor Holt. Has it poked away there by Bellinger. Bellinger bringing it back through the neutral zone here. Coming right through a pile of guys. Joey Enright diving out and knocking that puck as he stopped the pass from coming across in front of him. Here's Omar Mullen back into the zone. He's going to dump it down in. Jornberg brings it around the back of the net. Puts it out into the center. Sent in by Tom Lentz. Max Culp going to grab it up on the far side. Culp rode off into the boards. Puck's kicked out over here to the near side to Jornberg. Culp moved it out high to the point. Dellenbeck sent it back in just wide of the net. Omar Mullen with it now, bringing it around the back of the net. Mullen going to bring it all the way back out to his zone. Give some time. Get everybody set up here. Mullen brings it back ahead into the Marquette zone. His shot right into the logo on the chest of Nagelkirk. 4:58 here remaining in the third period. 8-5 lead here for the Mosinee Papermakers. They're looking to get in to game 12 here tonight at 10 o'clock against the Fond du Lac Bears.
Timeout. Marquette, it looks like.
Timeout here.
Marquette Mutineers.
Marquette.
Wouldn't be here anyway. Seriously.
Back live.
Okay, here we go, Mike.
Back here, 4 minutes and 53 seconds remaining in the third period. Marquette down by 3 here. McLaughlin overskated it as he came through. Kicked back down into the zone. We're going to have an icing called here. 4:41. We're going back down into the Mosinee end. Once again, we want to thank Visit Keweenaw, our great presenting sponsor here for this weekend's 2023 GLHL live stream coverage on E3, brought to you by Visit Keweenaw. Shot sent in by McGoughlin, goes off the side of the net. Off on the far side, Bellinger knocks it down, pushes it back up the boards. It's swept down in. Carroll's going to knock it down as it comes around the back of the net. Pushed off on the far side there by Akers. Akers moved it out, gave it off to Warren Summit. Picked up here by Owen Ostrom. Ostrom moves it ahead to Theron Bauer. Bauer dumps it down into the zone. It's going to be picked up back down there by Ryan Ely. Ely moves it off the near side. He's going to give it to Dallas McGoughlin. McGoughlin has it stole away there. Coming through by Jason McClune. McClune, top of the circle, into the slot with a shot there coming in from
big
Jennison.
save. Big save.
And right on the far side.
Not sure what he was doing there.
And right, taken down hard. We're going to have a penalty coming up here.
Yeah.
Possibly.
Get away from there, Joey. Let it go.
Just a rough. Were you thinking boarding?
Yeah. What? Now,
I had a question in my mind to that too.
I wish we had replay. Joey got mugged.
That was one hell of a hit. He was
McLaughlin
good.
goes in the penalty box for a rough.
Yeah,
So they're missing the initial, as far as I'm concerned.
Yeah,
I mean, that was, oh well.
Yeah,
Just the color guy here. That's not a good call. I don't care. I'll say it right on the air. That was not a good call. I'm not favoring one team over the other here, but when somebody gets boarded like that, you've got to call. And Enright got boarded.
That was my initial thought on it as well.
Wow.
Coming back into the Marquette end here. Marquette's taking their lumps today, that's for sure. Hansen moves it off here. He's going to give it over to Russell Johnson. Johnson gives it right back to Hansen. Off on the far side. Jornberg right in front. He gave it off there. His shot on Nagelkirk. I think Nagelkirk lost it in his pad there. I wasn't quite sure where it was lost there. The way he hopped out, he's shaking his leg out, trying to get it to come out. I'm not sure if he had a cramp or if he was just trying to get the puck out. I think he was just trying to get the puck out, though. On the far side, Nagelkirk still trying to get his leg right. I believe he did hurt his leg there as he's trying to shake it off. If there's even a question, Marquette should pull him. Just get the fresh goalie in there. They're going to do so, I believe. Oh, he's throwing his helmet back on. He wants to stay. Nagelkirk's a tough cat. Swept out to Hansen. Moved off to Jornberg. Knocked out. McClune moved it out. Was set in front. Russell Johnson was looking to sweep it in there. Jennison facing off. He's going to be facing off with Joe Enright as Burbach was thrown out of the face-off circle. It's moved over to Hansen. Hansen shot is grabbed up there by Nagelkirk as it comes across. 2:47 here remaining in the third period. 1:16 remaining in McGoughlin's penalty here. Hansen kicks it down. Back down lower into the zone. Russell Johnson battling for it along the boards. Pushed off on the side there's Janison. Hansen tries to come back. Johnson was taken off his feet there. Jornberg comes back, gathers it up for the Papermakers. He gives it off to Hansen. He's going to move it off there to McClune. McClune throws it a hard backhand across. Russell Johnson grabs it up. He's rolled off into the boards. Johnson battling for it here. Hansen came down to try and give an assist. Enright tossed it up the boards and down the length of the ice. It's going to be picked up back down there by Jornberg. Jornberg gives it off, coming back into the zone with it. Mosinee sends it across. They put it in the back of the net. And Freeborn slaps it away. Mosinee going up 9-5 here with 1:44 remaining in the third period. That was picked up, I believe, by TJ Christensen as it came across. It was either Christensen or Tomchek. Tomchek on the draw for the Papermakers. Gathered up. Here's Dallas McGoughlin. McGoughlin back down into the Mosinee end. Oh, their legs got tied up there as they went in front. Coming across. I believe
they're missing.
Time of the goal, 18-16.
I believe Rick Temple actually got kneed in the head there as he tried to jump over him. I don't think he meant to do it. He was trying to clear him and he caught him right square in the head. Mutineers taking a thumping here today, that's for sure. They're gonna feel it tomorrow. That's no doubt about that one.
I mean, we got, how do you put this? We got 4 officials out here.
Mm-hmm.
That's why we've added a 4th referee.
Yeah, to try and knock that down a little bit.
And it's not been taken care of here in this game. I don't,
Hansen with it now. Hansen moves it off, sent just wide of the net as it comes in off the stick of Holt. Moved off to McGoughlin on the near side. 1 minute remaining in the game here. Tied up, Hansen with it behind the net. Picked out there. Coming through the neutral zone, it's going to get dumped down in. 35 seconds here remaining. Nico Bellinger with it. Bellinger going to toss it off the wall. He was looking for McGoughlin, but Tom Lentz going to grab it up. He sends it across in front. Just wide of the net.
Well, Mike, Marquette has put on a very good fight here against a superior Mosinee team. They've made it a game, except for the last 15 minutes. They ran out of gas.
It's been one heck of a battle, no doubt about it.
Congratulations to Mosinee on making it to the semis. They're a great team.
They're going to take on the Fond du Lac Bears.
Yes. Well, it's been a pleasure.
It sure has.
I don't know if I'll be invited back for another game or not.
Oh, sure. We'll always take you back there, June. Absolutely. Coming up next, we got the Portage Lake Pioneers and the host, Calumet Wolverines, in Game 11 of our Super Saturday. This game will kick off, and Game 12 after 10 p.m. here, coming from the Coliseum, is going to be the winners of this game, the Mosinee Papermakers, taking on the Fond du Lac Bears. The Papermakers have given the Bears a loss here this season already. What will happen as we're fighting down to find out who's going to be the teams that are going to come at you for Championship Sunday in the 2023 GLHL Tournament. We want to thank Visit Keweenaw, our great game day sponsor that helped bring this broadcast to you here all weekend long. Visit Keweenaw. Check them out online. Facebook, Twitter, Instagram. Visit Keweenaw. Thanks for joining us for this broadcast here. This was Game 10, excuse me. The Marquette Mutineers are going to fall to the Mosinee Papermakers. Mosinee moving on to take on the Fond du Lac Bears. Up next, Portage Lake Pioneers take on the host, the Calumet Wolverines. We'll be back with you here shortly. Thanks for joining us for this broadcast of GLHL Hockey.
Feel free to stick around as hockey's oldest rivalry continues tonight as the home Calumet Wolverines take on the Portage Lake Pioneers in the first of two.